Open my eyes, open my ears, take these fears, all these fears. Open my eyes, open my ears, take these fears, all these fears away. I'm Tiara Gildon, and this program has actually really helped me out a lot with having an outlet to express myself. And Mary and Michael have, just like the play is called Free Your Mind, they have given me the opportunity to free my mind.
Where did we first meet?
We first met at the Los Angeles Mission, actually. You all were doing a play, of course, and I think we were in the small chapel in the men's side.
And why did you think you came to the theater? Was it just something to do? Was it, like, what made you kind of want to start taking the class?
I wanted to express myself. Growing up, in my life, I wasn't really able to express myself. I used to dance, but I did that privately. I always thought acting was kind of cool, even though I hadn't done it before. So that's what made me, like, just get in it and just stick with it.
Like, the whole thing, obviously, it was for the Freedom Festival, which was at LACC. And we had the Martin Luther King coming into your scene as well, like saying, you know, I think it was the school, like when he was addressing the kids in school in Chicago.
I can't say I remember it too much, but for my part, he was saying something about a dream, I think, or something, like, not I have a dream, but about being like me having my dream, or whatever the case may be, like being who you are called to be, I guess. But those weren't his exact words.
Don't be ashamed of your biological features. Somehow you must be able to say in your own lives and really believe it, I am black but beautiful.
That's right, I am black, and I am beautiful. So is my mother. She was just a single black female trying to make ends meet, trying to provide for us. But look where it got her. Nowhere at all. But yeah, to me, I took that part of the speech that came before my scene of my solo scene. I took it as be all you could be. You know, be all you could be you, be proud of who you are. And so that's what helped me write what I was gonna say in that time, even though everything was real to me. Everything from beginning to end of the play, I thought it was so cool how you guys just made the speech go in right with the play. Yeah, like, because especially now, I think this is like the perfect time to even be talking about this, because like I feel like I'm starting to move towards walking in that, in my purpose, you know, going from crawling to walking to running to eventually flying.
What was, I guess, the feedback? Like, because we had so many people watching the show. Did you have any friends or anybody that was, like, came up to you after the show doing it?
Some people from my church, which is Bible Enrichment, actually came. One young lady, her husband is actually a professional actor. So she came, and then another individual from my church came. And I saw them, like, when I was performing, like, I don't remember which scene it was, but I saw them. I didn't know that they was really gonna come, you know. But I saw them, and I was like, what? They here? And, like, they were, like, right in the front row. So that was super cool, and that was, like, dang, like, I got people that support me, you know. And then the crazy thing about it is that, like, a couple of times I was walking down the street, in downtown LA, and people was like, weren't you in that play? And I'm like, those were people I didn't know, who had came to the play, I guess, and had heard about the Freedom Festival. And that really touched me. I was like, wow, like they were watching me. And people were like, you were so good. And then even after the show, just people was like, you were so good. And people really loved that scene with me and Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm getting frustrated. I need to smoke. Me too, man. Okay, you finna go and have to find some.
From who? I owe everybody money.
I don't know, chicken or something.
Chicken's dead, bro.
Well, I don't know, but you're gonna have to go and get some.
Man, all right, man. I gotta eat.
Hold on, wait a minute. You need to change those clothes.
Man, I don't want to cheat. I look good, man.
Hold on. They were really giving us props for that. So, yeah, that's what the experience was as far as feedback.
And it was your first theatrical. Like, is there anything like you remember, like the rehearsal process or anything like?
The thing that I remember most is our quiet time, or I don't think we called it quiet time, but just sitting there in silence. And the reason I remember that so much is because I didn't know how to be still. I couldn't be still internally, externally, and it made me, and that's really strengthened me as a person, because now I can sit and be still and hear the voice of God, or hear my own thoughts, or whatever the case may be, and sit with them.
Like, so was there anything you remembered, like, as far as, like, was it the what was the thing you liked best, like, about the rehearsals?
I would say getting close to other people, because, yes, I do music, but I do it by myself. I've always kind of been a loner. Yes, I've had friends, I have friends, so on and so forth, but I do things alone, from work to school, everything, and like being able to interact with other people and just have fun. Like growing up, I was considered to be shy, and then a lot of times a lot of people didn't talk to me because they felt like I was mean because of the way my face looked. But I'm not mean at all. And and I never was the type to go and just talk to somebody, introduce myself, so this was kind of a way to get in tune and start talking to other people, and it was natural, it wasn't like, oh, hey, hi, my name is Tiara, it was just like we all working together, so we gonna get to know each other.
And why'd you come to LA, like from Phoenix to LA? Like, what were you want to do in music? Like, what was your reason?
That was my desire. I actually was performing on Vine in Hollywood. I remember I made like $55, and I was like, wow, like this is crazy, right? This is what I love to do, so I'ma do it. Check me. Nowadays I take a little time away so I could think. It's been a minute. Other day made an appointment with my shrink. On the rail, I got pills from October, but a sink. Been trying to heal naturally, trying to change the way I eat. And I wanted to do music, but more so it was like this urge in me. It was like, you always wanted to go to California, you always wanted to live there, just go. Why beat around the bush? I had to look back on it. My life had all these stamps on it. Like a passport, shoot, I done been everywhere. But to the kingdom, that's where I belong. Searched the world, couldn't find a home. Always feeling alone, trying to fill up this hole. It's like I'm carrying bones, yeah. Old dreams that disintegrated. I wanna be emancipated.
Do you think that the production helped, like, you stay in the program, or was it something that you think, like, was kind of separate? Like, how do you feel like about it compared to everything else you were doing at the time?
I actually do think it helped me stay, because if I wouldn't have had nothing to do, I probably would have left again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it definitely helped me to stay in there and stay connected, because I had, waking up every day and, going to practice, to rehearsal, it gave me a purpose, I feel like it gave me a purpose, like, I'm gonna do this today,
Okay, so 3 years ago, so you graduated, and then what have you been, like, I guess, what have you been doing? Like, what is your, like, walk us through, like, yeah, what have you been doing?
Well, when I first left the mission, I went to La Sierra University. So, anyways, I was there for a while. Then I got this apartment in November of 2018. And once I came here, I no longer was going to La Sierra University because I transitioned from there to here. I was staying in their dorms. And then from there, I was at home for a while, not really doing too much. I wasn't even doing music. I was just here, and I was going through a lot of depression.
And why did you leave school? Like, what made you leave school?
I didn't have the money.
Oh, okay. That's what Chrissy said too.
Yeah, I didn't have the money. It was very expensive.
Yeah.
So that's what made me leave school. And then I began to go to the school up the street, which is Riverside RCC. Mm-hmm. And I was there from 2019 to 2020, so about a year I was there. And then I started working again in...
And what were you studying?
Biology.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Was that what you studied in the university before?
Yeah. Biology, biomedical sciences.
Okay.
So you were thinking that would lead to,
pre-med stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
And why'd you leave again?
I left because I needed more money. So I was like, I gotta work.
Mm.
So I began to work, and then I've been working all the way up until basically a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Chrissy said you were doing the 4-wheel trucks. I was like, oh my god.
The 18-wheelers, yeah, I was.
It's like she's so like little Tiara.
Yeah, I did that for a couple months, and it wasn't for me not because it was hard or anything. That was fine, but more so because I first of all, I had fell off with God back in March of 2020 because I did some things I wasn't supposed to be doing. And then so once I began truck driving, I felt like I got back connected. And the thing about the truck driving was that I couldn't eat the way that I wanted to eat. There wasn't really any healthy options. You could get a fruit cup, that's about it. And the hygiene part of it. You could literally go days without taking care of your hygiene, and I was like, I can't do it. So that was over with.
Anything you remember about us at all?
I remember...
Besides that we're out of our minds.
I remember Maddie being like... very like laid back, not laid back like how I'm laid back, but she was like more like that mom type, like okay, we gonna do it like this, what I'm saying? Like it was just like, I don't know. And then you was like, you gotta get it, like like it was just two different, totally different atmospheres, but it worked though because you were like. Sometimes I felt like you got frustrated with us sometimes, like, come on, you gotta do it, like, not telling us how to do it, but, like, put more emphasis in it and stuff like that. So that's what I would say that I remember about both of you.
We're going around, like, thinking about, like, what is Strindberg Laboratory, like, what is it? Because it's, like, all these different people, that we work with. So I guess what does Strindberg Laboratory mean to you? Like, what does it mean?
To me... because you brought so many people in from different backgrounds, with both plays, even the Jesus 911. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like a outlet. it's like it's positive. It's positive for the community. It's more than an outlet. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But it's like it's very empowering. You know, it empowers the people. Not only the people who are in the plays, but the people who watch the plays, you know. Because you never know who it could spark to be like, you know what, I want to be in the next play. Or even spark to change their life because it's real, it's raw, you know. It's not something that is just like, okay, let's make something up. You know, like you allow us to be who we are and be authentic, and I think that's what makes it special.
You remember anything about other people
Oh
who were
yeah,
part
like
of it?
Sergio.
Yeah, actually, everybody. But if I could point out one person that maybe nobody thought that I would say inspired by or influenced by, it would be Dominic.
Really?
I really liked him. Like he was just him. He was cool, you know. And I was like, and then he came up with the Star Wars scene. I'm like, okay.
Were you a Star Wars fan?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
And who were you in the Star Wars? Just tell me.
Yoda.
Oh, that's right, Yoda. That's right. I forgot about that. Like, what is it about you that you want to share about yourself? Like, that you want people to know about that we didn't cover?
I would say what I would want people to know about me that we have not covered is that I'm very compassionate. I love people, although I don't spend a lot of time with people.
That's why you love them so much.
That's right.
You're smart. That's really smart.
And I want to see and I want to be a part of a world change in a good way. Like I used to see myself as like becoming like another Martin Luther King, but there will never be another Martin Luther King, but I'm going to be Tiara Gildon.
Watch where you go and watch where you be, 'cause who the sun sets free